This is probably my 18th take trying to tell you my life story, my professional life story in 5 minutes. Ah, no light just went out. Awesome. What's up, you guys? It is a beautiful day to be alive, and today I want to tell you a bit about my creative journey as a young little entrepreneur all the way up into this point. 80s was my childhood, and like what a magical childhood. Like this was like pre-internet, well, pre-consumer internet. There wasn't computers on every desk. It was a really magical time to be a kid. I spent so many of my days as a little artistic kid drawing in my sketchbook and just like loving that aspect of art. Like I'm a terrible drawer, I'll be honest with you. Like I can't even draw a stick figure to save my life, but like I loved drawing. And so let's just steamroll right ahead. In my college years, I went to art school. I went to the Art Institute down in San Diego. I had an amazing time down there studying art, design, advertising with a bit of an emphasis on multimedia. For all you like web nerds out there that are old school, this was like dawn of Flash. Do you remember Flash? Like all the moving crazy websites that were super animated? This is like at the dawn of that. It was around that time, being in art school, that like music was a huge driver in my life, especially like electronic music. Lo and behold, I was thinking to myself like, hey, if I'm gonna get down with this, I am gonna actually DJ this. I'm gonna be the guy behind the turntables. It turned out that that was one of my most favorite ways to express myself as a creative. I've spent way too much money on records in my lifetime, way too much money on like turntables and gear, and you know what? I wouldn't trade it for the world. I have had the time of my life being able to express myself as a creative through music.
Much later,
I hightailed it up to Los Angeles. Well, I ended up getting a job at Universal in their games department. And I was designing really cool packaging for video games. I mean, I was working on stuff like The Simpsons. I was working on some like Mattel Barbie stuff at one time. I was working on all this like cool high-level packaging. That job didn't last very long. It was probably a little bit over a year until on the side I had this nice little hustle building up clientele on the side while working on my 9-to-5 job that I just said, you know what, like this 9-to-5 as a creative just is not suiting me. And so I washed my hands of that gig and really ventured out on my own.
Several months later.
In my early 20s, I started an agency, a small agency, building web products and brands for other entrepreneurs. And it was at that time where I was like, I love working and collaborating with other entrepreneurs. For me, like being able to do that like over and over and over and over again was awesome.
2,000 years later.
For the last 7 years of my life, for the most part, I was able to create a product that you may or may not have heard of. Originally, when it started, it was called InstaCanvas. So much of my journey, where I'm at right now in my life, I've gone the route of working for clients in a creative capacity. I've gone the route of, starting and working with a tech venture-backed startup. And now I'm at this place in my life and my career where I want to do something different. I want to do something bigger, but more so, I want to do something that will allow me the prosperous lifestyle that I want to live. But more importantly, it's going to allow me time wealth. And time wealth, and what I mean by time wealth is I want to, one, not worry about my bills and like know that my bank account is growing, but I'm not tied to an office per se or obligations with the clients. Like I can work when I want, how I want, with whom I want, and wherever I want, and be able to really express myself creatively, even if it's for absolutely no money. It's purely for joy. Again, I thought it was super important for me at least to share with you a little bit about where I've been and what I've been up to. If not, just to be even more transparent with this journey that I'm on, this journey that we're on. That's it. I'm out. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button. It means a lot, and I'll catch you later. Later!